What if doctors are hiding the most important information about blood vessels from you? Not because they don't know, but because the truth about blood vessels would destroy a billion-dollar industry. That's what really shocks me. I'll say it without mincing words. 90% of vascular cleansings not only don't work, they are dangerous. And now, the most important thing. Right now, you will learn what really saves your vessels and why this information is being hidden. I will show you 3 powerful ways to restore your blood vessels without a single pill, without spending a dime, without waiting in line to see a doctor. Imagine, the first method will take only 2 minutes in the morning, and your blood vessels will begin to rejuvenate before your eyes. The second is an effective method from Japan that extends life for many years. And the third, this is what you really deserve, something that will change everything. And before we go any further, prepare yourself for the truth that will turn everything upside down. What you have been calling cleaning your blood vessels your whole life is a dangerous illusion. Yes, you heard right. And do you know what the scariest thing is? While you are, so to speak, cleaning, your blood vessels are destroying even faster. These are not water pipes that can be cleaned with vinegar. But here's what no one talks about. Atherosclerotic plaque is a deadly change in the wall of the vessel. And most importantly, the risk you actually face is plaque rupture with clot formation, not some scrubbing off at home. Story: Mary lived in dangerous delusion for 3 years. She drank garlic tincture and bought expensive home remedy kits. And time was working against her. The condition of her blood vessels only worsened. It's scary to even think about what could have happened next. Until the doctor stopped this disaster. He explained that plaques cannot be dissolved with home remedies. But there is wonderful news. Blood vessels can be made strong, flexible, and young. Not clean, but invulnerable. The goal is not to clean them, but to prevent disaster, plaque ruptures, and the formation of deadly blood clots. Make the walls of your blood vessels strong as armor so that they can withstand any pressure. Teach the body to overcome inflammation. You will learn methods that save lives. These are scientifically proven methods and a scientifically supported home method. This is a completely different approach, and now you will be the first to learn about it. I saved the most interesting part for last. Have you noticed that your head feels clear in the morning but starts to feel heavy in the evening? This is no coincidence. Your blood vessels are telling an important story. In a minute, I'll show you a simple way to understand where this heaviness comes from. But for now, remember this important rule. A quick tip: don't measure blood pressure right after stress, work, or chores. Sit quietly 5 to 15 minutes first. By evening, small blood vessels get tired of maintaining normal pressure, especially if you've been on your feet all day or feeling nervous. It's like a hose that's been under pressure all day and starts to leak by evening. Story: Nina Parker works retail. By the end of her shift, her head feels like cast iron. She used to take pills. Now she knows that raising her legs for 5 minutes helps. Her blood pressure returns to normal on its own. Safety note: if you have chest pain, severe headache, weakness/numbness, or vision/speech trouble, call 911. Does this sound familiar? Does your head also feel heavy in the evening? Do this. Lie down and raise your legs on a pillow for 5 minutes. This reduces the load on your blood vessels. Blood returns to the heart more easily, and the pressure in the head decreases. A simple technique for unloading the blood vessels. If you are young and have a lot of work and screen stress, try a 5-minute leg-up break every evening. Evening headaches are a sign of overload. During the day, the blood vessels have been working hard. By evening, they need rest. The small blood vessels in the head and neck suffer the most. Imagine that your blood vessels are muscles. If a muscle is tense all day, it hurts by evening. The same thing happens with blood vessels. They need periods of relaxation. It is enough to give your blood vessels a break several times a day. Many people do not understand the connection between the legs and headaches, but it is direct. Poor blood flow from the legs creates stagnation throughout the entire circulatory system. Try it tonight. Raise your legs for 5 minutes. You will feel the heaviness in your head decrease. It works immediately, without pills. Then ask your doctor, is it okay for me to use leg elevation for evening head pressure, and should I also track home blood pressure? And do you know what no one talks about openly? There is one thing that helps blood vessels better than pills, but they won't tell you about it at the clinic. Why? Because it's too simple and cheap. Now you'll understand exactly what it is. But first, here's a simple way to wake up the blood vessels in your head. Every morning, pour cool water into a basin or sink and dip your face in it for a few seconds. The result? Quick awakening, a fresh complexion, reduction of puffiness, and slowing of skin aging. A simple way to wake up the blood vessels in your head and improve blood circulation in your brain. Safety note: if you have heart disease or issues with cold exposure, ask your clinician before starting contrast routines. Just imagine, your blood vessels are like muscles. Without training, they weaken. Did you know that a regular contrast shower is a gym for your blood vessels? But there are 3 tricks that few people know about. How to take it correctly without stress and with pleasure, and so that the effect is maximized. Studies suggest that alternating temperatures can help some people adapt to stress and feel more alert. Plus, many report better sleep and overall well-being. Use it as an adjunct to proven steps like activity, sleep, and sodium awareness. Start contrast showers gradually. First, simply rinse your hands with cool water. Make it a little cooler every day. It's like sports training. The load is increased gradually. Blood vessels are living tissue. They can adapt to temperature changes. When it is cold, they constrict, and when it is warm, they expand. This gymnastics preserves their elasticity. Many people are afraid of cold water, especially as they get older, but they shouldn't be. Properly performed contrast procedures can be safe and beneficial for many. The main thing is to start gently. And remember, if you have uncontrolled blood pressure or heart disease, ask your PCP first. Trick number 1, start with your feet, not your head. First, pour cool water over your feet and lower legs, then move up. This way you warm the blood vessels in your head and avoid a sudden jump in pressure. Trick number 2, timing. 3 minutes warm, 30 seconds cool. Always finish cool. Trick number 3, breathing. Breathe calmly under warm water. With cool, inhale through your nose to help the body adapt. Such trained blood vessels cope better with stress. And most importantly, they adapt much faster to changes in pressure, temperature, and physical activity. You can start with your face and hands. Rinse them with cool water every morning. Gradually, your body will get used to it and you can move on to the shower. But here's what happens when we've been deceived for years. For 30 years, we were told that cholesterol is enemy number 1. Eat less fat. But our blood vessels continued to suffer. Do you know why? Because there are other important factors that were previously overlooked. Now I will tell you about new approaches. But for now, here is a simple, natural idea for inflammation balance. A pinch of turmeric in soup or tea is a pleasant, kitchen-level way to support your routine. But what I am about to tell you will really surprise you, just like it surprised me. We all know that curcumin can help support normal inflammatory responses in the body when used as part of a healthy lifestyle. And studies show that curcumin may support the functioning of the inner lining of the blood vessels and healthy cholesterol handling, and may help maintain normal clotting balance, as support, not as a replacement for prescribed therapy. In this way, it supports vascular and heart health. But the most surprising thing is that for women over 50, turmeric is best viewed as a helpful adjunct, while regular exercise remains unmatched for broad benefits: strength, balance, blood pressure, and mood. The real enemy of blood vessels is not only cholesterol, but also sugar with hidden inflammation. Vascular problems can occur even with normal cholesterol levels. It is important to control all risk factors comprehensively. Have you been avoiding fatty foods for years but still have vascular problems? Pay attention to signs of inflammation in addition to monitoring your cholesterol. If your gums bleed, your joints ache, or you experience chronic fatigue, these are important signals. Inflammation also destroys the walls of blood vessels from the inside. Cholesterol is not a poison, but a building material. The body produces more of it than we get from food. When fatty foods were banned, people started eating more sugar and refined carbs. It is excess sugar that drives inflammation in the blood vessels. High blood sugar acts like sandpaper, gradually damaging the delicate inner lining of the blood vessels. Cholesterol is deposited in these scratches like a Band-Aid on a wound. It turns out that cholesterol is not the only cause of the problem, but often the body's attempt to stabilize injury, while bad cholesterol still raises risk and deserves attention. Bad cholesterol does drive atherosclerosis risk. Both bad cholesterol control and inflammation matter. The medical community is gradually revising its approaches to treatment. Today, doctors are increasingly talking about a comprehensive approach, controlling not only cholesterol but also inflammation and sugar levels. Pharmaceutical companies have known this for a long time, but cholesterol drugs bring in billions in profits. Clinical decisions, however, should be made with your PCP, based on your numbers, history, and preferences. Studies confirm that with diabetes, the risk of heart attack and stroke remains high even with normal cholesterol. The reason is that inflammation and high sugar damage blood vessels regardless of cholesterol. In people with diabetes, blood vessels become more inflamed, and cholesterol deposits in them become fragile and can break off. Therefore, it is especially important for them to monitor their blood sugar and inflammation. Healthy fats are necessary for blood vessels. Omega-3, olive oil, and nuts are food for the inner lining of the blood vessels. Without them, blood vessels become fragile. A tip: look for extra virgin olive oil, walnuts, almonds, salmon, sardines. This is not the entire list. True prevention is fighting inflammation. Cut out excess sugar, add exercise, normalize your sleep. Simple and effective. But do you know what you are losing every day?
While you are doing nothing, your blood vessels are aging every day. And this can be stopped, but time is running out. Now I will show you exactly what you are losing and how to get it back. There will be numbers that will surprise you. But for now, here is a simple way to activate blood circulation throughout the body. Massage your ears for 30 seconds in the morning. This can be a relaxing way to cue alertness and get moving. Your ears are rich with nerve endings. Gentle massage may feel stimulating and calming at the same time. Some traditions have used ear points for centuries. Try it lightly, but don't replace prescribed care. After the age of 50, arteries naturally change. This means that in 5 years, without attention to habits, they may be less efficient at their job. Yet simple actions can slow the curve. What if in a year you feel better than you do today? Ready to try? Check the age of your blood vessels. Walk calmly up to the second floor. If you are not out of breath, your blood vessels are younger than your age. If it's hard, it's time to take action. Safety note: if you shortness of breath, chest pain, or dizziness during exertion, seek care. Vascular aging is not a death sentence. It is a process that can be slowed and even reversed. It all depends on your actions. Many women think, at my age, it's too late to change anything. This is the biggest misconception. The body is capable of regenerating at any age. Studies show that people who start taking care of their blood vessels after 60 can feel meaningfully better after a year, steadier energy, better walks, improved numbers. This is reality, not a fairy tale. Next, we'll talk about a remedy that could help thousands of people.
There is an old option that doctors in Europe have been using for 40 years. The results of clinical studies are impressive, even to skeptics. But we hardly ever talk about it, although you can find it in any pharmacy. In a minute, I'll tell you what it is. But first, a simple test for the blood vessels in your head. Tilt your head down for 10 seconds, then raise it sharply. If you feel dizzy, the vessels in your neck may be sensitive and need support, or you may simply be dehydrated. Horse chestnut extract is not just a home remedy, but a supplement recognized by European doctors. Multiple controlled studies support relief of chronic venous insufficiency symptoms in the legs, swelling, heaviness, discomfort. In Germany, doctors have been recommending it for vein problems for decades. Elaine Johnson learned about it from her daughter in Berlin. She tried it and within a month forgot about the heaviness in her legs. Did you know that horse chestnut contains a substance called essen, which supports tone in vein walls? Essen helps veins maintain proper tone, supports healthy flow, and can calm local inflammation in the legs. Take horse chestnut extract in courses, but only after consulting your doctor, especially if you are taking other medications. Look for standardized extract, often 16–20% essen. It is often taken in the evening when leg symptoms tend to peak for many people. By the end of the day, veins are tired from standing or sitting, and supportive ingredients may feel more noticeable. Unlike many drugs, horse chestnut is generally mild when used appropriately. But results vary. Some notice benefits after 2–3 weeks. Horse chestnut can interact with blood thinners. Ask your pharmacist, CVS or Walgreens. Incidentally, studies have also shown something interesting. In some measures, horse chestnut extract can provide relief comparable to compression stockings. Imagine a natural option performing similarly on certain outcomes. Those stockings remain first line in many US guidelines. It is especially helpful for heavy legs, evening swelling, and calf muscle cramps. These are precisely the problems that plague women over 50. Many people are afraid to take herbal supplements, considering them to be ineffective. But this is not the case. Modern manufacturing can isolate active substances and standardize dosages. Look for a standardized extract at the pharmacy. The packaging should indicate the essen content. It is usually 16–20%. This is a signal of quality and consistency. Here's another tip. Store supplements as the label directs. Many are shelf-stable. Refrigeration is only recommended if printed on the package. Horse chestnut is a bridge between home wisdom and modern science. It is an ancient option confirmed by contemporary research. Do not replace the treatment prescribed by your doctor with it. Use it as a supplement. Nature and medicine should work together, not against each other. And now, about something even more important.
Want to check how your blood vessels are working? There is a simple test. And importantly, it also treats them. Now you will understand how 5 minutes can change the condition of your blood vessels. In the meantime, here is a simple way to help if you feel heaviness in your head. If your head feels heavy, stand up and just stand for 30 seconds. This is often enough. Changing position improves blood flow from the head.
A calm 5-minute walk causes the blood vessels to wake up and work properly. This is both a test and a treatment. After a month of such checks, Maria Sanchez forgot about her headaches. Maria could not understand why she had headaches. She started walking for 5 minutes every hour. After 2 weeks, she realized that her head hurt from stagnation. Movement accelerated blood flow. Here is a simple way to assess your basic endurance. Take a leisurely 10-minute walk. If you feel comfortable, that is a good sign. But remember, only a doctor can perform a complete diagnosis of your blood vessels. If you have mobility or fall risk, ask your physician about safe walking plans or PT. When walking, the leg muscles act as additional pumps. They help the heart pump blood back. This takes the load off the main pump, the heart. Sitting for more than 2 hours without moving turns off the small vessels in the legs. They seem to forget how to work. While smoking is uniquely harmful, long sitting is also damaging, so move every hour. How many hours in a row do you sit? Count honestly, from morning to evening. Follow the simple rule of move every hour. Set a reminder on your phone. Stand up and take at least 10 to 15 steps. Even such a small amount of activity pushes the blood through the veins and prevents stagnation. Many people are surprised. They walked a little and their head became clearer. This is no coincidence. Movement improves blood supply to the brain. It is a real natural healing mechanism. Next, you will learn a secret that works for everyone. In the meantime, here's another way to help your blood vessels even if you can't get up. Make circular movements with your feet under the table. This also turns on blood circulation in your legs. The muscles in your feet work like little pumps. Even simply swinging your legs under the table improves blood flow. Tensing and relaxing your muscles works like a pump for your veins.
Now, I will tell you one thing you can do that will give results tomorrow morning. It has been tested on hundreds of women. And it's not a medicine or a procedure. It's something you already have at home. A glass of warm water in the morning starts all the body's systems, including the blood vessels. But you need to drink it correctly, slowly, in small sips. Angela Thompson noticed in 3 days that her head was clear in the morning, not heavy. Angela always woke up with a heavy head. She thought it was her blood pressure. She started drinking water correctly, slowly, warm. After 3 days, she noticed the difference. Her morning lethargy disappeared. Drink the right morning water, at room temperature, in small sips over 15 minutes before breakfast. This gently and naturally activates all the body systems. During the night, the body loses water through breathing and sweating. Your blood volume and concentration can shift. Morning water supports circulation and can make the heart's work feel easier. Advice for those who have drunk a glass of water. After drinking water, do not sit down immediately. Stand or walk around for 2 to 3 minutes to allow your body to wake up. Changing your position helps the water to distribute throughout your body. Why should the water be warm? It does not shock the stomach and may feel more comfortable first thing. The body doesn't have to compensate as much for temperature. It is also very important to take small sips. This is a practical way to avoid gulping and to pace yourself. If you drink a glass in one go, you may simply feel too full and rush to the bathroom. And do you know what even doctors kept quiet about? In Japan, people live to be 100 years old with a clear mind and healthy blood vessels. They have one secret that we can apply here too. And this secret is not in their genes or ecology. Here's what they do every day that we don't. By the way, have you noticed that after a heavy meal you feel like sleeping? This is because your blood vessels are overloaded with work. The Japanese eat until they are 80% full, not stuffed. This can lighten the mealtime strain on your body. Exact numbers vary from person to person. They have a rule called hara hachibu, stop when you are almost full. Follow the 80% rule. Get up from the table when you are still a little hungry. After 20 minutes, you will feel full. This is physiology. The signal of satiety does not reach the brain immediately. Overeating makes the heart work harder. It needs to pump more blood to the stomach for digestion. The brain receives less oxygen. That's why after a heavy meal, you want to sleep and find it difficult to think. In addition, there is an extra load on the entire cardiovascular system. How can you avoid overeating? To be honest, it's a real test of willpower, especially at our age, when food is one of the main pleasures in life. And when you cook something especially delicious, how can you resist? I've been through this myself, but I've found 3 tricks that help me stay on track. Trick 1. Put your fork down after each bite. Slow eating helps satiety cues catch up. Trick 2. Drink water before and during meals. Thirst can be confused with hunger. Start with protein plus veggies for lasting fullness. Water dilutes gastric juice is a misconception. For most people, a glass of water before meals helps you eat less and feel full faster, and does not harm digestion. On the contrary, water makes it easier to swallow and helps food pass through the esophagus. In the stomach, it mixes with food, helps enzymes work, and promotes normal stools. Trick 3. Small plates. The portion looks bigger. You eat less. Learn to distinguish real hunger from eating away stress or boredom. And most importantly, don't beat yourself up for overeating. Strict prohibitions only increase the desire to break the rules. Soft control beats strict restrictions. If you overeat, walk slowly for 10 minutes. This helps your blood vessels cope with the load. Movement activates digestion and circulation. Moderation is not a diet, but a way of life. The Japanese do not starve, they simply do not overeat. They eat slowly and mindfully. This is especially important after 50, when metabolism slows. The body has a harder time coping with large meals. Try it today. Stop when you feel slightly full. After 20 minutes, you'll feel truly full. Now for the most important thing.
All your life, you have taken care of your family, children, and grandchildren. Now it's time to take care of yourself. And that's not selfishness, it's a necessity. Because healthy blood vessels are not just about your health. They are about the peace of mind of your loved ones. When your blood vessels are healthy, you can spend more time with those you love. This is the best gift you can give your family. Evelyn Parker realized that by taking care of her blood vessels, she was taking care of her grandchildren, who would not have to worry about their grandmother. Evelyn always thought, "I'll get through it somehow." But when she saw how her grandchildren feared for her after each headache, she decided it was time to change. She began to monitor her blood vessels. Do your loved ones worry about your health? Maybe it's time to give them peace of mind? Create a personal care ritual, 10 minutes every day just for yourself. Breathing, light exercise, a warm bath, anything that brings you peace of mind. A simple way to reduce stress and improve sleep. Before going to bed, thank your body for the day you've lived. This reduces stress and improves sleep. Gratitude activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Many women feel guilty when they spend time on themselves. This is wrong. Taking care of your health contributes to the well-being of the whole family. A healthy grandmother can play with her grandchildren and help her children. A sick grandmother becomes a burden. The choice is yours. What kind of person do you want to be? Your health is not your private problem. It is a family matter. When you are sick, everyone suffers. When you are healthy, everyone rejoices. Start small. Just 10 minutes a day for yourself is not a luxury, but a necessity. Like an oxygen mask on an airplane. First yourself, then others. The ritual of self-care can be anything. The main thing is regularity. Let it be your sacred time when no one can disturb you. Over time, these 10 minutes will become the most valuable of the day. You will understand how important it is to be alone with yourself, to listen to your body. And now, an important choice.
You are now at a crossroads. You can close the video and go back to your old habits, or take the first step towards healthy blood vessels. Your decision will determine whether you feel better or worse in a year. A simple way to mark the beginning of change. Write down today's date. This is the day you started taking care of your blood vessels. A symbolic but important step. The date will help you track progress. Vascular health is not a lottery. It is the result of simple daily actions. Every day is a choice. Stephanie Williams started at 67. At 70, she is more energetic than many 50-year-olds. Stephanie said it's too late, but she decided to try. A year later, her doctor was surprised. Her test results were like those of a young person. Tamara realized that age is not a sentence. The main thing is to start. What will you choose? To continue as before? To start today. Make a first day plan. A glass of warm water in the morning, a 5-minute walk in the afternoon, a contrast shower, and gratitude before bed. 4 simple actions that will change your life. Don't try to change everything at once. Start with one action. Consolidate it, then add the next one. Gradual change is the key to success. Many people give up because they want immediate results. But changes in blood vessels happen gradually. You will notice the first improvements in a week. Every new day is an opportunity to become healthier, or an opportunity to continue destroying yourself. The choice is always yours. Imagine yourself a year from now. How do you want to be? Energetic, healthy, enjoying life? Or tired, sick, constantly complaining? Don't wait for Monday, the new year, or a special mood. Start right now. Today is the best day for change. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. We are here for you. Healthy blood vessels are not a dream, but a reality, at any age. And you have already taken the first step by watching this video. What advice did you find most useful? Write in the comments, where will you start? Share this video with your friends. Let them know how to take care of their blood vessels too. We wish you health and longevity.